Are you aware about collapse of SVB Bank and how this might put other banks and your deposits at risk? So let's unbox it all in this video. Hi, my name is Sunny, and a quick like, share alongside smashing that like button will be highly appreciated. A massive amount of customer withdrawals all at the same time led to sudden collapse of Silicon Valley Bank, which had hallmarks of an old-fashioned bank run. This bank mostly catered to startups, so days leading up to its collapse, many prominent venture capitalists took to Twitter in particular to raise alarm about evolving situation at this bank. Some investors even urged startups to rethink where they park their cash, as in today's modern digital world, news and rumors move really fast. Customers withdrew $42 billion dollars in a single day from Silicon Valley Bank before it collapsed, leaving it with $1 billion in negative cash balance, which is like a typical run on the bank. The Fed has been raising rates in its bid to fight inflation, as some SVB clients started pulling their money out to meet their liquidity needs, so bank was looking for ways to meet these withdrawals. It had a $21 billion bond portfolio consisting mostly of safe US treasuries, which fell in value due to rising rates by the Fed. The bank took $1.8 billion loss when it sold some of its treasury holdings, so they had to raise more capital. FDIC shut the bank down while placing it under its receivership on Friday, as it was scrambling to raise money through stock sale while its stock price was just collapsing. This showed how dire situation has become for the bank in a very short period of time. The US Treasury Secretary said a government bailout for SVP was in the works, but they are working on a plan to save depositors while restoring confidence in the US banking system. The worry was, if Washington does not come to the rescue of banks' depositors, more bank runs are likely. Regulator announced SVB customers will have access to all their deposits starting Monday, while the Fed was making it easier for other banks to borrow in emergencies. Regulators also took over New York's Signature Bank, whereas Silvergate Capital also voluntarily shut down its bank over capitalization issues. It remains to be seen who is next. People are wondering if Canadian banks and deposits in them are safe. The phrase money in the bank conveys security, but what happens if a bank fails? Bank deposits in Canada are guaranteed by CDIC, Canadian equivalent of FDIC, where guarantees are capped at 100,000 Canadian dollars per category of deposit per financial institution, whereas in the US guarantees are over $250,000. The corpus of FDIC or CDIC is raised by putting fees on participating banks. I believe Canadian limits are too low, which were last set in 2005. Financial markets have reacted badly to failure of 16th biggest bank in America, fear being it could be first of many. In normal circumstances, the Fed would have no hesitation in its rate increases, as inflation is still 5.5% with a downward trend. Only last week, Fed dropped a hint that a fresh 0.5% increase is likely, but now with SVP's collapse, economists believe the Fed have got more things to worry, including US banking stability. I think the Fed might have miscalculated impact of rapid increase rates and selling bonds while undertaking quantitative tightening. The Fed said it has taken steps that will ensure there is no spread of panic and risk amongst US banking system. It further emphasized banking system now has bigger capital buffers to offset losses that we saw during 2008 financial crisis. In reality, market thinks chance of 0.5% increase in rates at next Fed meeting is very low. Rather, it could be between 0.25% raise or doing nothing at all, as there are multiple reasons for this cautious approach. Effect of bank failures and issues at Credit Suisse in Europe has exposed some vulnerabilities in the banking system now. Collapse of Silicon Valley Bank has surely brought back memories of 2008, when bankruptcy of Lehman Brothers brought in market meltdown, a global recession, and monetary easing from central banks around the world. The Fed also cut rates during those times in bid to stabilize the banking system, which in hindsight might have proven counterproductive as some experts believe today's problems stem from that very decision. Customers lined up outside collapsed Silicon Valley Bank to withdraw their money as panic spread. The bank has gone bust at a time when inflation around the world remains stubbornly high, which can be a real headache for the US Fed, Bank of England, and the European Central Bank on how to navigate these challenging times. As a disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. Please consult one before investing based on your personal financial situation. If you like the content that I make, please help me and my channel by liking, sharing, and subscribing to it. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.